Good morning. Happy Tuesday. We were just talking about how Lisa's dressed in infinite colors today. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that matching? I love it. Matchy, matchy. Today, we are talking about taking the one thing that's going to move the needle in your business and what it did for us in our business.
Oh,
And that thing is you may be sitting on the fence today. Sorry, Pearl's looking at squirrels outside in the backyard.
She's part blind.
She,
She's partly looking.
she thinks she sees squirrels in the backyard.
She sees shadows. That's our little beautiful rescue.
Our little beautiful rescue. So she may be barking in the background.
No, we got it. We're good.
So the one thing that we're talking about today is you may be sitting on the fence with an idea. You may be sitting on the fence with how do I move this big thing, big dream, big business decision forward? And the one thing that really moved the needle for us was looking at the very first step and then taking action towards that step. So we were Lisa, coming from an RN background, formerly trained as a nurse. And she wanted to pivot. She always loved writing. She always loved speaking. She wanted to get into the speaking world. She wanted to get in front of people. She wanted to speak to people. And the first step for her was, how do I learn how to become a speaker? Who do I go to towards marketing or speaking? And it gravitated her attention towards one of the more well-known speakers in the industry, who ran a seminar called The World's Greatest Speaker Training. And she started to get into that world. And she attended a conference in San Diego. Never before has she been to San Diego, never before attended a seminar like this or a conference like this. That was the action that got her into speaking. Lisa then went on to become a very well-trained, successful speaker.
I like how you're talking about me like I'm not here.
Well, it's true. I have to talk about you like you're not here. That's where the passion comes from.
Keep going.
And when and it was a pivotal moment for her transitioning out of her career as an RN. So the next thing for her, once she got into that world, was she was like, I don't know if I want to be a big stage speaker. Not because I don't want to be in front of all these amazing, beautiful people, but because what's that going to mean for my life? What's that going to mean for my lifestyle? I'm going to have to fly to New York, Chicago, San Diego, East Coast, West Coast, across the country, across continents. And how am I going to spend time with my family? How am I going to still keep my beautiful family life intact if I'm always on the road? Okay, so where do I go with this? So then Lisa's next move was to go more down the marketing road. And we had an aha moment in our life, actually at a seminar we were attending. What was that? Where are we at?
High Performance Academy?
No. When we decided we needed to work together.
Oh, we were at Bo's event, Bo Eason's event, Personal Story Power.
And I was
Super Bowl.
Yeah. Oh, I was. No, I was attending.
You were there.
Yep, I remember that. Yep.
It was Super Bowl.
You take it over.
Oh my God. Okay, so it was Super Bowl Sunday. Was it Sunday?
Yeah.
Super Bowl's always on
Sunday.
Super
Bowl? No, it wasn't.
Are you sure it was a Super Bowl? I think it was.
Wow. Okay.
Maybe not.
Maybe
it was a big game.
I don't think it was Super Bowl.
But this goes to the whole point.
Maybe
it was the one that gets you in the Super Bowl. The point is, we weren't paying attention to whatever this football game was. We were at a bar. We were like at a pub. We were getting some food. We were having a beverage. We were at a brewery. And we were like, what's our vision now? Like, what's our plan? Where are we going? What are we doing? Oh, my God. We got to make sure we delete that.
Yeah, spammed.
We're getting
bam.
Whoa. My hot photo here. No, thank you. I do not want to see that. Thank you so much. We were pen and paper in hand, mapping out what the vision is going to be. And we were like, what's the customer journey? What's the client journey? Let's not think about us. Let's think about who we're serving and our generosity first. Let's think about them. And we were like, okay, the first step is exactly what I was doing. We need to build a community. You need to be visible. You need to be active on social. You need to have value adds. You need to connect deeply and generously with people. And that's what I help people do. You need to position yourself, who you are, what you do, what makes you different, what you get really excited about. Because when you get really excited about something, it's like when somebody watches like a really good movie, or maybe it's not even a good movie, but somebody tells you about a restaurant or a movie and they can't stop talking about it. And you're like, I didn't care about this 2 minutes ago, but now because you won't shut up about it and you're becoming so animated and so full of life about it, now I want to know what the heck you're talking about. So what you're passionate about is so important, because when you love what you do and how you do it, other people will get interested and love that too. And then we're like, okay, great. After you have all of that, then it was what you were doing.
Yeah.
It was, you need to have the branding. You need to have someone design, develop it. It needs to be functional. It needs to be well thought out. So not just functional, meaning all the buttons and things work, but functional in that it takes people where you want them to go in that journey, and it looks good and sounds good and feels like you.
Yeah.
It would be like walking into a completely different room. Your kitchen looks one way and then your bathroom or your bedroom looks another way. And you're like, am I still in the same house? This is really strange. It's really thinking about the way everyone interacts with every page, email, part of the course or membership that they're on, and making sure that it all looks and sounds and works well. And we went, why are we doing this separately? Why aren't we doing this together? Oh my God. So sometimes the answer you've been searching for is literally right underneath your nose.
Yeah.
It's really right there in front of you, but you've been too busy working, you've been too busy doing, you've been too busy helping and serving everybody else, that you never stopped to think about, what do you want and what is the next right move for your business. So that's how our kind of union in business was joined. And it makes complete sense. It's in line with who we are, because we are that annoying couple that loves to like we never want to go anywhere without each other, right? That
True.
loves to just be together and parent
There's
together.
so many people
play
that are just like,
together.
I don't know how you guys do it. I would never be able to do that.
Well, you sing really horribly in the car. That is the only thing that I
harsh.
can't.
I sing beautifully. It's
It's
beautiful.
That's the only
beautiful
thing.
Rhythm.
You guys, you know the song "It's a Cruel, Cruel Summer," where it goes, "It's a cruel, cruel summer."
No, that's not how it goes.
He's like, sing it.
Ooh, ooh, sana.
What is Usana? That is not. Who would write the lyrics?
Come on, don't make me play it.
It's a cruel, cruel summer. There's no Anyway, I digress. He drives me crazy.
They might say those little lyrics.
So other than that, other than the car singing, we're good. So what were we talking about in the very beginning? You opened this bad boy.
We were talking about how, it's kind of it's.
What's the take home for them? What do they need to know? What do they need to do? Get to the point, my love.
Okay. Well, it's not that simple, because I know, a lot of people, even us, like we get in this, like we have an idea and then we don't do anything with it. We don't take action on that idea. So
well, you're never ready.
No, you're never. Yeah.
Ready is a decision.
Yeah.
Ready is a decision.
Yeah.
And like we weren't ready when we were sitting there. Coming together, deciding we were going to work together. We were like, how the hell? There's so many. I just built my whole brand. I just positioned myself as a speaker and best-selling books. And like, what does this mean now? This makes the most sense, but I don't know how to do any of this.
Yeah.
So ready is a decision.
Yes. Well, some of it you did know how to do, but we didn't know how to make it happen. That was the biggest thing for us, was how do we make this happen? And you might be in that position right now thinking, well, great, I have this next step, but I don't know how to do it. And that's a great thing to be in, because that's when momentum happens. So whatever that is, so let's put it to, let's throw it back to Lisa's show as an example. Lisa said, I have this dream to have a one-woman show on Broadway. Oh, okay. Well, most people would just freeze there and never move that forward, because they'd be like, how do I go from A to Z? Well, that's not the right question. The question is, how do I go from A to B? Or how do I even get to A? That is, what was A? Tell everyone what A was.
I literally just started asking in my communities, who do you know that does a one-woman show? Who
Yeah.
writes these things? How do you come up with these things? Like, I didn't even know that I was going to tell my personal story. I thought I was going to write a fictional story. And I was, yeah, like I talked to 3 playwrights,
Mm,
and then
yeah.
they wouldn't write it for me, and I was really pissed off
Yeah.
about that.
So Lisa's already going to B, by the way. That's
Okay.
B. So A for
A,
her
yeah.
was.
Started asking around, who should I speak to?
Yep.
How do I get started?
And what happened?
I was on a call masterminding with 10, think about there's maybe about 6 of us, not even 10 of us, 6 of us in the breakout room.
Yep.
And 3 of the people knew 3 people. Like 3 of them was like, I know someone, I know someone, I know someone. In a matter of 6, I was like, what are the freaking odds? And I was like, who knows a Broadway playwright or someone who's written a show?
Written a one person show.
And I was like, and I was scared to ask. Because it was like, you do your big ask, and usually it's about business. And I was like, you know what? We're good on the business side. We know where we need to go, what we need to do. I'm just going to throw this out here and say, by chance, does anyone happen to know a playwright? And I got 3 connections,
so
which
that
led me down the path of.
So that may be you today. So if you're stuck and you want to move this baby, then you got to ask.
Oh, honey, such a good teaching point.
Maybe that's your first step for you.
You did it.
Is you got to ask. So today, maybe it's us. Comment below and ask. Hey, do you guys know anybody who races motorcycles upside down on a mountaintop? Hey, maybe that's what you want to do. Whatever it is, or if it's a business ask, please reach out. We would love to help, love to serve. And I hope you enjoyed today's live with me and Lisa, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye.